Alright guys, so welcome back. So I'm just in the process of editing the video on my Subaru WRX SGT. Depends on what part of the world we call it different things. But it's a bone stock 2-liter WRX 2009 model. I think I showed that in the last clip, but I'll put up a picture right now of my car in question. So the car is a bone stock WRX, and for the most part, I've been driving it around pretty much with just a quick reflash on it, and I have been making a couple tweaks in it, trying out different stuff. As you saw in the last video, I actually converted the car to speed density. Right, so previously, I think the only thing I did on the car was that I decat the car since the factory catalytic converter was clogged and quick reflash. And I think the best I got out of that car using draggy runs was a 14.7, not being able to launch it at all because it would just bug. More on that later. All right, so I'll put up that slip here. So after that 14.7, I did that speed density conversion, which I showed in the last video. And then I've always wanted, for the most part, to keep it factory daily-ish car, right? But I always wanted a little pep on the road. And for the most part, the car has been in the 14 seconds there, but I did get a little bit faster than the 14.7, but I cannot see that draggy run at all now. But after the speed density, I began tweaking a bit more. So my goal was just to get the car into the 39. I always think like 39 is a nice round number. It feels good to say that you have a 13-second car as a daily driver. That is plenty fast for the road. You don't need that, but I mean, it's just an ego thing, right? Like everything we do with cars. So after that, I went ahead and I did a draggy run. After that, and for the most part, the car gained like half a second from just switching from math to speed density. Obviously, some tweaks involved. Where the car gained half a second, I'll go ahead and I'll put those slips now. So the car went from a 14.7 thereabout and went down to like 14.2s as we saw. And then the best on that day, I ended up with a 14.15. And I think that was at 96 or so miles an hour, if I recall correctly. So I was very, very intrigued. I was like, I didn't see it going so fast, so quick. Again, fast is relative. But for a stock car, 14, it's okay. Right? So I immediately got the idea, I want to aim for that 39 sooner rather than later. So I visited the track again, I think a day or two later, and these are the results. First run, the car did something very mischievous. So I got like a 14.01. So it was just teasing me. I'll put up that slip now. The next run, the car put down a 14.00. So talk about frustration. So I was really, really strapped for time. So what I ended up doing was I just made a couple tweaks. I realized what I could have done in the tune to get the car to launch a little bit harder and then to make a little bit more power in the top, which is pretty much all you need for drag racing, the launch. The mid-range does not play that much because after first gear, the car leaves above 5,500 RPM. So it's 55 to red line. That's where that actually comes. And then I got this. So as you can see, the car surpassed the 39 and went immediately to a 13.777, if I recall correctly. And that I was very impressed. And at that point, the car is still bone stock. So stock filter, stock exhaust, stock everything. Bone stock, just tune in and whatnot. So it's pretty good. I mean, to get there. But then now that ignited a new goal. So I visited the track the other day, and I think like 2 or 3 days after that, to try and better that 15.7. All right, so I'm back on my way to the track. My little helper is in the back. Not sure if you guys can see him. He's fast asleep, so he's gonna be doing camera duties today and as well trying to better his his drag times. He has his scooter today, so let's see. Hoping that at least I can get somewhere better than what we've been getting so far with the Subaru. Alright, so I'll pick up on the track when we have some more progress. Almost there. Alright, so first run, my little helper is still in the back there. So first run so far, so building up on the 1377, 60 foot was not as good, but we did get a 13.88 at 98. So the trap seems to be down about 1 mile an hour. Again, it could be because Jaden is actually in the car today, and the 60 foot was not, I think I have a best of like 187 60 foot, so not the best. So I'm gonna try a few things and we'll try again. I'm trying to better that 1377 and see if we can at least get a 13.6 because weather is a little bit cooler today. But we'll see how that goes. And hopefully Jaden will get a shot for me driving, right? So just finished up the second run and we did get a 13.4 at 98. So I did manage to make a couple tweaks to get the trap up. Not by best 60, by around 200ths, but again, I just flashed on some new changes. Jaden is now out of the car. We met up with Lynn. Lynn is keeping an eye on Jaden whilst I go up and down the track. Jaden is riding his scooter. Alright, so let's see where we end up. Are you ready? Okay, so you're on the scooter this time. Free slab 60 foot. You ready? Ready, set, go! Go, 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 go! Wow! Wow. Okay, what was your best on the bicycle? 4.53. What do you think you ran this time? Faster or slower?
Faster.
Faster? How fast?
10 more seconds.
10 seconds? Yeah, you faster than light, Jaden. You did a 4.41.
Wow.
So your first pass is your personal best. So you went faster.
I told you.
So you think you can improve that? Let's try again. We might have to go in a little while, so I'll give you 5 tries. Okay? Yeah, to drop the money for your mommy. So 1, 2, 3. So where Mr. Lin is standing there. Alright? You ready? Set, go! Go, push, 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 push! Woo! Woo! John Foss better be wary. 4.36. What do you think? Faster or slower?
Faster.
How much faster?
3 seconds.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
0.3 of a second, huh?
Point. So you did 4 point. What was it? 4.4 something. But you did 4.36. That's faster.
No, that's faster.
The smaller the number, the faster you go in. So you think you can do a 4.2?
Yes.
Can you get some water first?
You want to take a rest before you continue? What thing? Your juice? Yeah. I think I have a Mountain Dew. Yeah, have some Mountain Dew. What's it? That G Fuel? You're already talking about special fuels. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. The other thing you have to remember is that if you drink a lot of fluids, then you're heavier. So that makes you slower. You ready? All right. Remember where you had to stop? All right. 2, 3, go. Push, 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 push. Whew. You're slower by 100th.
Yeah.
I think when he almost fell there.
Yeah, and he wasn't going straight.
Yeah.
He was doing this and coming back.
Faster.
Faster? Nah, not this time.
Because you did not go in a straight line.
Yeah.
You're
The
doing
the fastest path is a straight line.
Yeah.
You're doing zigzags. You went 100th slower. So you had 4.36, now you 4.37. So that's run number 3. You have 2 more. And then I'll do 1 run on my car and then we'll have to go. We have to go and drop some money for mommy. Alright? You ready? Ready, set, go. Push, boy, push, push, push. Yeah. 4.58.
Yeah, he's tired. You could see
Those strides are shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, shorter.
he's not really pushing.
Faster? Did that feel faster? Did that feel faster? Honestly. Yes, it was slower. 4.58.
He felt faster because it wasn't going
Yeah.
straight.
You have 1 run. You want to take a rest before. You want me to go and do my run and then you'll rest and then just before I go you'll be fresh. You'll do your last one? Okay. Good.
You did?
Last run of the day. You ready? Alright. 2, 3, go! Go, 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 go! Yeah. What is his best, boy?
4-3?
He has another 4-3 now, 4:36. I think that was.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. The best. He did 4:37, 4:36.
Okay, so I think that's either your best or it's equal to your best.
Equal to his best.
4.36.
You live to fight another day, right?
It's not equal.
Yes.
My best was
Anyways, your
4.50.
mommy has been calling me. I told your mommy I was on my way half an hour ago, and we're supposed to meet 10 minutes away. So let's go. Tell Mr. Lin bye bye.
I want my scooter
Another
then.
time.
You go on your scooter? Okay.
Pick up the dragging.
Yeah. So, at the end of that day, the car ended up going at 13.78. So, pretty much identical trap speed. But for the most part, my focus now is not on quarter mile times. What is important is the 1/8 mile and the 60-foot times. And I recently announced it, but I will be doing, I think I announced it on a local group, I'm not sure it was on YouTube, that I want to do a lot of acceleration tests as well. So the 1/8 mile time, so far, my best with the 13.77 quarter time. And I think that was 8.76 in the eighth. So quick maths is if you want to convert, well, it depends on car anyways, but if you want to convert your 1/8 mile time to your quarter mile time, depends on the power band of the car. You multiply your 1/8 mile time by about 1.55, 1.56 for a car like mine, which doesn't have a lot of top end. For cars that makes a lot more top end power, like say Judas, I would probably use a 1.53, 1.54, thereabout. But it'll get you in the ballpark. So at this point now, my goal is 30 to 90 miles an hour. Draggy doesn't supply that. We also don't have the ability to do the 100 to 200 kilometers, commonly known as the 60 to 130. Since we live on a very tiny island, and most of the world will relate to us that most of our cars cannot even get up to 150 miles an hour. But in any case, now what's next? So the car, like I said, at the end of this last day, with Jaden doing his racing again, which I'm very happy he's taking an interest into racing and then 60-foot racing, because that's all I do with him now. On his scooter and his bicycle, he's experimenting to find out which gear works best and whatnot. I'm very happy that he's taking a liking into that. So he's talking. Anyways, I'm just looking down at the screen now. It's just funny just editing this video right now. But for right now, I hope that the passion carries and continues with him. And then with me, my goal now is to improve by 1/8 time from 876. I'm looking for maybe a bottom 870. For you quarter mile folks, that would put me somewhere in the 13.5, 1350s, thereabout. Still untouched. I just have a couple tweaks I want to play to get that 210 down. And when it's all said and done, I'm hoping that the car will probably end up maybe in the 830s in the 1F, which should be right around a 13 or 12.9. So that is the new goal. But the immediate goal is like a 13.5, and the long-term goal is like a 12.9. After that, I still want to keep it a daily drive. I don't intend on modifying it that much. But I do have a couple tricks that I want to try. Not tricks really, just tuning. To get in the 1350s and then push to see how far into the 13s, how far into the 13s it will go, aka how far into the bottom 8 seconds into the 8th mile it will go. But for now, my focus is on 8th mile, not quarter mile. We may be losing our track very soon, so we may not even have a place to do quarter mile runs. So 1F mile it will be for now. So you'll hear me reference now the 1F mile times. And again, I don't intend on putting any aftermarket part. I need to stress that that is the most important part for me. I don't want to put any aftermarket parts, so I have a couple tweaks I intend to do and whatnot. But in the end, the car will get to a bottleneck. Right now, I believe the car will go quarter mile. If we're referencing quarter mile, I think by just putting an exhaust on the car will probably go 13 fours easily, which would be like 850s, high 850s in the if, and that's just with an exhaust. But for now, I intend to use the factory exhaust, factory intake, and factory everything, and see how far I can push it. When I get to the bottleneck, which will inevitably be the exhaust, then at that point I will decide if I'm doing anything after it. But the goal of this is to show how far we can go with stock parts and just tune in. I mean, the thing about the tuning is that it's easy to just put some parts on there and then we get power out of it and whatnot, but it's a lot more difficult to use factory parts and work. You cannot run as much boost as you want through the factory exhaust since it's very restrictive, and whatnot, so you have to find power in every single place that you can get it. Right, so I'm happy. Hopefully I did a good job bringing you guys up to speed with this video. And yeah, Jaden is also very addicted to drag racing now, so he has to get a draggy of his own, I think. And the reason I don't put out much videos because my GoPro, something is wrong with it. I'm suspecting battery. I'm suspecting maybe the GoPro. I had a GoPro Hero 8, but then I end up recording. I have lots of clips on my cell phones, but it's just, I don't know. Whenever I get to edit them, I was like, yeah, not really impressed with the camera quality. So I never get around to putting out videos. But I do have a few of them backlogged that I need to put out to you guys. So that's for another show. But again, the daily driver is getting fast. Interestingly, the daily driver is actually faster than Judas. I just thought of that the other day. Judas's fastest pass is a 14.2. And that was on the gate, 9 pounds thereabout. So technically, my daily driver is faster than my race car. So Judas has catching up to do. But till that point, guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. You'll get a bit more Subaru content in the coming weeks and days, and some Judas content very soon as well. So till next time, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe.
I get broads in Atlanta.